Chi-Town Ken at ringside.
And 69 pounds from Quebec, Canada. Give it up for the Canadian Assassin.
As you just heard the announcement, the Canadian Assassin sporting looks like a homemade Canadian championship belt of some sort. He will be taking on Tex Thompson from San Antonio, Texas. Canadian Assassin says he's from Quebec. And as far as I'm concerned, he can go back to Quebec. However, I will say one thing about the Canadian Assassin. It is great comic relief. Because in my opinion, he's a goof. And I'll have to talk to whoever negotiated his contract. As far as I'm concerned, he should be in a sideshow somewhere. However, as comical as it might be,
his opponent,
he's a dangerous man.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 236 pounds.
I got a fever, and the only prescription
Give
is
it
no
up
cowbell.
for Cowboy Tex Thompson.
Now there's a real American, Tex Thompson. Branding iron and all, and maybe he'll put it to good use on this Canadian Assassin from Quebec, Canada.
Texas style.
Match one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Again, the third man in the ring, referee red. Fans definitely, unsubstantially behind. Or is that substantially? Anyway, the fans are solidly behind Tex Thompson. And as I mentioned earlier, as goofy as the Canadian Assassin is, and we can all laugh at how stupid he is, he's a dangerous, dangerous man.
You know, you couldn't have said it any more clear, Ken. Dangerous indeed. You know, I couldn't help but notice Bad Blood is in the house.
Yes, he was just here a moment ago.
Absolutely.
And it's always great talking to him. I enjoy doing commentating with him, and with you too.
Well, thank you very much.
Nothing to take away, Mr. Spike.
You know, I just hope that Buddy Highway makes it here by halftime at least.
Well, you know, if he doesn't, and I'll strip his belt, and we will hold a tournament, and Bad Blood will be right at the top of that tournament. By the same token, if Joe Wild does happen to prevail tonight against Tommy Celsius, I will enforce a match with Joe Show defending that title against Bad Blood next week.
Fantastic. That would be some action indeed. What is the Canadian doing?
I've stopped trying to figure out what he's trying to do because I don't think he knows. And if he doesn't know, how in the hell are we supposed to figure it out?
Absolutely. That is the challenge with these outsiders, these un-American athletes.
I'm not sure you can. Well, I guess if you're in the ring, you are an athlete. Now, how much of an athlete he really is, I don't know, but he is in the ring, and there's a reason he's a professional wrestler. I just wonder why here? What did we do to deserve it?
You know, I don't know, but you know, just last week or the week before last when we elected our new president. You know, just to get political for a moment, you know, we're going to have a new Afro-American president. Thank God he's not Canadian and Afro-American. Or does that even work?
Well, I'm sure there are. Well, no, you can't say Afro-American and Canadian.
I thought I would throw that little tongue twister in there.
He could be Afro-Canadian.
Nonetheless, I am glad that we are going to get George Bush out of the office, and the Canadian Assassin
is not in office.
Is not in office, indeed.
And again, whatever your political affiliation is, we're glad you went out and voted and that your voice was heard. The next couple of years will determine the fate of our country.
Absolutely.
And now, Canadian Assassin pulling his crap like he always does.
Speaking of that American spirit, there it is, Ken. The fans letting this Canadian know.
As if on cue.
Absolutely. He needs to get back on that plane that he flew down here on, or back in the truck that he rode it down here on, and head back up north.
Well, there's always one way to do that, Mr. Spiker, and that's to buy out his contract and send him home. You're the one that signs those contracts.
Well, his paperwork is valid all the way up through 2012.
Beautiful deep arm drag by Cowboy Tex Thompson.
Beautiful arm drag indeed.
And now Canadian Assassin claiming that his hair or his mask or something was pulled, which is not true. We all saw it, as
we
did
say
referee
in
Red.
the short term of English, that's BS.
Yes, it is BS.
Absolutely.
Fans now shouting Tex.
Also, everybody out there in TV land, don't go anywhere. Not just a main event, not just a semi-main event, but another runner-up main event should as well be Big Vicious versus Emperor Void.
That's going to be, or has the potential to be, a very big match.
Indeed. And another arm drag after another.
Textbook.
Very.
Mr. Spiker, where are we? How do you get here, and how much does it cost to get in?
Well, I'll tell you, Ken, each and every Sunday, we're right here on 122nd and Southeast Division Street at the Lumex Flea Market, right behind the Shell station on the corner. It's easy to find. Look for the big clown on the trailer. Look for the big orange building. It's Lumex Flea Market, also known as the Portland Sports Arena.
But you can also get here by bus, right on 122nd,
I
right in
believe
Division.
number 4 and
wherever you're coming from,
72.
You can get here by bus. You can go drive.
Absolutely. Each and every Sunday starts at 3 p.m. $5 cover charge. Every once in a while, I think once a month, we've decided to do kids free with a paying adult. So you can't go wrong with this Portland wrestling as it makes its comeback. Right here on 122nd and Division Street. I want to thank Don Koss and La Pantera for making today possible as well. Also, folks, I'd like to welcome everybody to check out the Pro Wrestling Hotline. Go ahead and put that number up on your screen now. Pro Wrestling Hotline, bringing you all the current events, showtimes, listings. You can find it all. Call it up each and every day, the Pro Wrestling Hotline. Also, folks, check us out on the web at www.myspace.com/PDX Wrestling. You can check out all the action online as well. And Tex Thompson, good Lord, working that knee, working that leg of the Canadian. And continues to give the Canadian a leg beating as he tortures that left leg of the Canadian, and the fans eating it up.
Oh, they are just loving it.
Tex Thompson completely in control this time.
And now Canadian Assassin trying to beg for a timeout. I can't quite see. Oh, he's saluting Tex Thompson.
Unbelievable.
I'll
folks.
bet Tex Thompson has a salute for him, but probably wouldn't be able to. Well, we could show that on TV, couldn't we? Oh, and Tex Thompson fell for it and got poked right in the eyes for his trouble.
You know, a friend of mine pitched an idea to me a week ago or so, and I thought it'd be a great idea.
And what's that?
And let's go ahead and perhaps at one point, now report card just came and left, so maybe we have to do this for the next term. But maybe do kids free with a C or a B or better. Bring in your report card and free admission for the kids.
I love
with
it.
Good grades.
I love it. And let's say C or better, because
C or better.
There are some kids that have a little bit of struggling. A C is still a passing grade.
Absolutely.
We don't want to. I don't think we want to give a pat on the back for D's, but C's. You're trying, you're doing it. Yeah, and just bring. How about they just bring a copy of the report card? Because report cards have to be signed.
Let's plan on doing that sometime after the Christmas season when report cards come back out.
Why wait for Christmas season? I'll bet if the parents could get a copy of that report card, let's look at it for Christmas season. Maybe for Christmas, that weekend of Christmas.
I'll have to.
Let's do it one better. I like your idea for after Christmas. How about for Christmas? kids get in.
Absolutely. And we'll just have a huge Christmas bash.
We'll see if we can.
As we take it into the new year for the Winterfest Brawl.
There you go, and maybe, hopefully, Santa Claus will be available. He can join us here for that show. Have some goodies, candy or something to hand out to the kids. And we could also do a toy drive or something in the next coming weeks. Matter of fact, I'll make that an edict. I will state from now until the first week of December, bring an unwrapped new toy to any of our shows, and the kids will get in free if they bring a new toy.
Per present. Let's go ahead and propose that idea later on in the program. I like that idea, Ken. And we'll be a part of Channel 12's news drive, or toy drive, excuse me.
Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. And the goof. And Red kicks out. And why are we saying that? So we'll look at that a little bit later, and later on in the show we'll let you know the specifics of the toy drive. And again, if this is going to happen, it'll be one admission for each one toy. And again, it has to be a new unwrapped toy. And we'll push that. We'll let you know the decision, the final decision on that a little bit later on in the show. Tex Thompson now. Oklahoma rolls the Canadian Assassin. And that's it right there. Your winner, Tex Thompson by pinfall.
That's right, folks. Cowboy Tex Thompson winning by pinfall.
Beautiful. Let's take a look at that Oklahoma roll one more time.
Absolutely.
It is textbook.
Rolls them up, gets to 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. That is textbook Oklahoma roll.
And what is this?
And
Referees
is
giving away the Canadian title. Tex Thompson is the new Canadian champion.
Well, there you go. And now Canadian Assassin insisting that referee Red, that his tights were being pushed, and referees had enough and pushes right back. And he's going to chase the Canadian Assassin right back to the locker room. Fans, your new Canadian champion, Tex Thompson. And we'll be back right after this short time.
Hold on a second. I understand the producers are telling me that there's a limousine pulling up right now. There's a limousine pulling up right now as we speak. Who is in this limousine? I don't know.
Well, let's take a look and see what's going on. If we got a camera out there, let's take a look at it.